And the federal government has slammed a 6-month travel ban on 100 passengers who failed to undergo the compulsory COVID-19 test after their return to the country. The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 announced that the affected persons will not be allowed to leave Nigeria earlier than June 30th, 2021. The restriction took effect from January 1st, 2021 and will end at the end of June. The names of the defaulters were not mentioned, but a list containing their passport numbers were attached to a tweet by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. The task force said all the people have been personally contacted. And the federal government has released fresh guidelines for the replacement of SIM cards that are damaged, stolen, or lost as part of efforts to tidy up the processes of obtaining fresh cards. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Patami, approved the new guidelines following the recommendation of a ministerial task force on issues relating to the telecom industry and national identity numbers. The guidelines state that the subscriber will present a national identification number NIN. An effective verification of the NIN will be carried out by the Nigerian Communications Commission, and that the relevant guidelines and regulations of the Nigerian Communications Commission concerning SIM replacement are to be fully adhered to. A statement signed jointly by the spokesman of the Nigerian Communications Commission and the National Identity Management Commission, Ikechukwu Adinde and Kayode Adegoke respectively, noted that the new guidelines are to make processes easier for Nigerians. And the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has asked President Muhammadu Buhari to probe allegations that 3,836,685,213.13 of public funds meant for the Federal Ministry of Health, teaching hospitals, medical centers, and the National Food, Drug Administration and Control are missing, mismanaged, diverted, or stolen. Serap, in a statement issued on Sunday by his Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, called on President Buhari to direct the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, to commence an investigation into the alleged stolen funds. According to the organization, the allegations are documented in Part 1 of the 2018 audited report released last week by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. The group also wants the president to promptly investigate the extent and patterns of widespread corruption in the Federal Ministry of Health, teaching hospitals, medical centers, neuropsychiatric hospitals, National Health Insurance Scheme, and NAFDAC indicted in the audited report, and to clean up an apparently entrenched system of corruption in the health sector. And coming up in a moment, Ogun State Governor suspends Commissioner for Environment over alleged sexual harassment. This and more when we come back.
Split seconds. There's a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
And welcome back, student news. The Ogun State government says it has suspended the State Commissioner for Environment, Abiodun Abudu Balogun, from office for alleged sexual harassment of an underage girl. The government said the suspension will last pending the conclusion of an independent investigation into the allegation. The commissioner was alleged of sexual harassment by 16-year-old Barakat Melojokun. A statement issued in Abeokuta on Sunday by the secretary to the state government, Tokumbo Talabi, said the suspension of the commissioner is to enable him cooperate fully with the independent investigation being carried out by the police. Meanwhile, the suspended commissioner has been directed to hand over to the permanent secretary, Ogun State Ministry of Environment. And in a related development, the police have launched an investigation into sexual harassment preferred against the suspended Commissioner for Environment in Ogun State, Abiodun Abudu Balogun. The Ogun State Police Command, through its public relations officer Abimbola Oyeyemi, while reacting to the viral video, said investigation has commenced in respect of it, disclosing the area commander for Owerri Police Area Command is conducting the investigation. Abimbola, a deputy superintendent of police, stressed that the outcome will be made known to the public at the appropriate time when it is concluded. A teenage girl who identified herself as Melojokun Mayowa had, in a viral video, alleged that Abiodun Abudu Balogun sexually harassed her when she visited him looking for employment. In the viral video, the girl further claimed that the former reps member fondled with her breasts. But the suspended Commissioner Abudu Balogun had denied the allegation, saying it is a pure political blackmail invented by its political opponents. And the Lagos State government has directed all public servants on grade level 14 and below to continue working from home for another 2 weeks. It explains that the extension order to the workers who were expected to resume on Monday followed the increase in recorded cases of COVID-19 in the state. The governor's chief press secretary, Gboyega Akosile, revealed in a statement on Sunday that the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, said the workers would now resume on January 18, 2021. The governor, while noting that essential duty staff and first responders were excluded from the directive, he urged the public servants to stay safe and keep adhering to all COVID-19 protocols in order to rid the state of the pandemic in the shortest possible time. Elsewhere, an operative of the Oyo State Security Network Agency, otherwise known as Amotekun, has shot a policeman, Fatai Yakini, in Oyo State. The Amotekun officer, identified as Ibrahim Ogundele, was said to have opened fire on one of the policemen. Immediately, they arrived at the carnival to dislodge attendees. The incident was said to have happened around 3 p.m. on Saturday, around Sanga area of Oyo town. It was gathered that the operative was promptly arrested and has been put in police custody, while the injured cop is said to be receiving treatment in hospital. The police public relations officer in the state, Olugbenga Fadeyi, confirmed the incident when contacted. He said police personnel at Ojogodu Division, Oyo, were responding to calls to dislodge disobedient youths staging carnival after several warnings that such should not be staged. And the Nigerian Navy says it is re-equipping its operational headquarters in Baga town of Borno State, looted by Boko Haram. The Baga Naval Command was dislodged in December 2018 after a fierce battle with the Boko Haram insurgents. This is according to the Chief of Training and Operations of the Naval Headquarters, Rear Admiral Ibikunle Taiwo Olaya. Olaya, represented by the Chief of Naval Staff at a New Year get-together with troops in a makeshift base in Maiduguri. The Naval Chief praised the efforts of personnel during the attack, which, according to him, allowed personnel of sister services and paramilitary then based in Baga to withdraw safely, including many civilians. He also revealed that 2 years after the dislodgement, some personnel are still missing in action, but assures that the fault lines that led to the overrunning of the base had been studied and corrected to avoid a reoccurrence. And an aid worker has been abducted along the Maiduguri-Damaturu Road. Family sources confirmed the abduction of one Abubakar Idris, a staff of the United Nations High Commission for Refugees in Maiduguri. The abduction occurred on Saturday morning around Jakana village, where no fewer than 20 travelers were abducted in a raid. According to sources, the criminals, believed to be insurgents disguised as soldiers, and mounted a checkpoint where they accosted travelers. It was learned that while the travelers were searched and asked to display their identity cards, Idris was immediately ordered down while other passengers were released to proceed. Another Maiduguri-bound traveler, simply identified as Comrade Mauzu Bawa, was also reportedly abducted on Saturday's operation. President Muhammadu Buhari on Sunday condemned the killing of 17 people in Zarumdariye, a border town between Niger Republic and Mali, by militants. The senior special assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, disclosed this in a statement, said the President is calling for united action against terrorism. Shehu said the President is deeply shocked by the large-scale death of innocent people at the hands of callous militants who have no regard for the sanctity of human life. And coming up in a moment in entertainment news, BB Niger's Lekon conferred with chieftaincy title. This and more on entertainment news. And it's now to news break on KU 92.7 FM Benin City in some entertainment stories. The winner of the 2020 Big Brother Niger Lockdown House, Agbele Sheolam Lekon, also known as Lekon, has been installed with the Akeweje of Ikpokai Kingdom in Ogun State. He received the traditional title on Sunday from the Onikpokai of Ikpokai, Oba Yisa Adeshola Olaniyan, on the 2021 Okpo Day celebration held at the District High School, Ikpokai. The Onikpokai, during the title installation, said Lekon, as an indigene of Ikpokai, truly deserved the title of Akinweje. Oba Olaniyan described the singer as a good ambassador of Ikpokai and a positive inspiration to all Nigerian youth. Lekon, the BB Niger winner, appreciated the monarch, Ikpokai indigenes, and the youths for standing by him throughout his stay at the BB Niger house. He promised to stand by the youths and everything that would contribute to their development. And the Abokwa Divisional Police State Command in the Ashanti region have arrested 2 persons in the team of dancehall artist Stonebwoy. The 2 persons, who are the bodyguards of Stonebwoy, were arrested for allegedly assaulting a driver after they were involved in a car crash on the Bibiani Abuakwa Road on Saturday evening, January 2nd, 2021. According to reports, Stonebwoy and his entourage are said to have been returning from Bibiana in 2 black Toyota Land Cruisers. The Abuakwa Divisional Police Commander, Chief Superintendent of Police, Yo Obeng Asubonteng, narrating the ordeal of how the police arrested the offenders, said Stonebwoy and his team were traveling to Kumasi after a performance in Bibiana in the West North region when one of the vehicles they were in involved in a crash. He said 2 persons from the dancehall artist team then held one of the drivers hostage and beat him up. And that's it from entertainment. In sports, Stephen Curry scores 62 points as Golden State Warriors beat Portland Trail Blazers in NBA. This and more on our sports decks.
Good morning. Stephen Curry scored a career high 2 points as Golden State Warriors beat the Portland Trail Blazers 137-122 points in the NBA on Monday morning. The 32-year-old point guard is the second oldest player to score over 60 points in a game, while the late Kobe Bryant is the oldest at 37. Curry's previous best performance was 54 points against the New York Knicks in February 2013. He was congratulated by many on social media, including his teammate Klay Thompson and LA Lakers legend Magic Johnson. NBA games are being played behind closed doors because of the coronavirus pandemic. Elsewhere, LeBron James scored 22 points as the reigning champions Los Angeles Lakers claimed a late 108-94 points victory over the Memphis Grizzlies, while Chicago Bulls beat the Dallas Mavericks 118-108 points to claim their third win in 4 games. The Los Angeles Clippers ended the Phoenix Suns 4-match winning streak with a 112-107 points win, while Jason Tatum secured a 122-120 points victory for the Boston Celtics over the Detroit Pistons with fewer than 3 seconds to go. And finally now, Chelsea manager Frank Lampard says the Blues will go through periods of pain after watching them lose 3-1 to Manchester City at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. Ike Gundogan, Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne scored in the space of 16 first-half minutes to put the game beyond the home team, for whom Callum Hudson-Odoi grabbed a stoppage-time consolation. They have taken only 4 points from their past 6 Premier League games. Sunday's defeat left Chelsea in 8th place with 26 points, having played at least 1 match more than 6 of the teams above them. The London side spent more than £200 million in the last transfer window, signing striker Thibaut Werner, midfielder Kai Havertz and goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. They could have gone top of the table with victory over Everton on 12th December, but now find themselves 7 points behind leaders Liverpool. And that's it from sports. My name is Ewosa Agrika. And back to you, Amoye.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Federal government slams travel ban on 100 Nigerians over COVID-19. Ogun State Governor suspends Commissioner for Environment over alleged sexual harassment. And Lagos government asks civil servants to work from home for another 2 weeks. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on RadioGarden.com. KUFM's news break was produced by Nusakai Wadiai. I am Amayok Bede saying thanks for listening. Good morning.
KUFM.
Osani mega orene agogo. Osani mega orene agogo. Media kudo nori rekede. Evi so kya idiaboli. Oseni mega orele agogo. Oseni mega orele agogo meja budo. Nori vekede. Evi so kya idiaboli. Edene no no. Edene no no. Edene no no. Edene no no. In Jesu ye mere, oh ye mere. No, in Jesu ye mere. Send no power below, send no power below. Yes, he read no me. Send no power below, send no power below, send no power below. Yes, he read no me. Send no power below, yes, he read no me. Send no power below, yes, he read no me. Send no power below. O se modia me, o ezele no se ye mume. Jesu no ge modia ni me po. O se ga modia noria oyede o. O se modia me o ezele no se ye mume. Jesu no ge modia ni me po. O se ga modia noria oyede. Ono se modia na oyede ye. Ono se modia na oyede. Ono se modia na oyede. Ono se modia na oyede. Ugogi Jesu, ona ugogo no se. Ugogi Jesu, ona ugogo no se. Ona ugogo no se. Ugogi Jesu, ona ugogo no se. Ugogi Jesu, ona ugogo no se. Ona ugogo no se. Iga yere ese no isaume. Iga yere o ekole mono. Oyele sene. If Jesu nera o, uwese wegbele. Iga yere ese no isaume. Iga yere o ekole mono. Oyele sene, ugogo meye. If Jesu nera o, uwese wegbele. Lolo ne say yes or no. Upe oso kon. Apero se no kwa. Lolo ne say yes or no. Upe oso kon. Yo ne me kwemo se no kwa. Owe mi no se. kenede elolo nese yesona ebo selulu elolo nese yesona ebo selulu donene kwemo senobwa onwe mi no se donene kwemo senobwa ofwe kenede donene kwemo senobwa onwe mi no se donene kwemo senobwa ofwe kenede eso sabu inu megata eso sabu inu mega yere eso sabu inu megata iso ai inu mega yere eso sabu inu megata eso sabu inu mega yere eso sabu inu megata eso sabu inu mega yere akmani nene mueve nu moro ye tigati bueno ye me o ni yakone se no
92.7 KUFM.
Entertainment breaking news. Tickets to start your year with laughter on the 10th of January 2021 at the Comedy Champions League. I Go Save Unusual. Featuring I Go Die, Gardons, Bushi, Acapella, OK Bakassi, Oshbebe, Maleke, Senator, MC Passion aka Titus, MC Casino, Koloman aka Prosper, Edo Pekin, Mr. Paul and 2 surprise musical acts. Live at the Civic Center Outdoor, Airport Road, Within City. I Go Save Unusual tickets are out now. Regular 5,000 Naira, VIP 10,000 Naira. Tickets are available at igosave.ticketing.com, cocobar.com. Get your tickets offline at Kada Plaza and Cinema, Randeki Gold Hotel, Market Square, Wesley Hotels, 360 Lounge, Victoria Inn Hotel. And for table bookings, call 0906 909 55660. I Go Save Unusual, live at the Civic Center Outdoor, Benin City. Let's have a new year of laughter.